So, in the last video, I tried my best to keep it together while making my friend a top and a skirt for her birthday. In this video, it's finally done, but not without some drama.
I think I got it. I think what you need to do is you take the zipper and you attach it in the way that it makes sense to be on the outside. See here. So this is how, and then we're just gonna sew the edge over here, just the edge, and then we'll turn it over. And the other side, I'm just gonna press it on there and just stitch over here. Let's see how this goes.
I'm pretty much given up on this top. I'm just so tired of it by this point. This happens to me with every project. If it takes too long, I just get tired of it, and then I just don't wanna. I just don't want it anymore. But here we are now. I sewn in the zipper. Pay no attention to the pins. This is for something I'm gonna do that's basically cheating. This side, you remember I had a problem with sewing it wrong, and then I had to figure it out, and it came out a little off. It's not aligned. I mean, these lines are supposed to meet, and they don't because of the mistake I made. I hope it's not too bad when she wears it. There was no other way. I did it twice and it still came out misaligned, and I'm not sure it can be aligned anymore. It's not that bad. What I intend to do now is take, well, it's cheating. You're not supposed to do that. But in order to make it flat, I'm gonna iron it, and then I'm gonna top stitch here and here all along, just to make everything flatter and sit exactly like I want it to, like in the corners and stuff. And it's cheating. You're not supposed to do that, but I don't care. I'm gonna cheat. This is why I put these pins on the zipper. I want to continue on with that top stitch over the edges of the zipper, so they'll be nice and secured, settled. I don't know. I don't even know if this is a good idea. I might just not do that, but I don't know, because right now I couldn't install the zipper properly because I'm not sure how to do that when you have a lining. It kind of makes the whole thing a lot more complicated, and like I mentioned, it's complicated enough for me even when it's not. Zippers, I mean, wow. So we'll see. Now we're just gonna iron and then top stitch, and we'll leave this part to the end. See how it goes. We'll leave it. I top stitched the first, well, not sleeve because this is sleeveless, but the first arm hole, shall we call it, strap. And it looks kind of good. It's very nice and flat. So now I need to do the same for this entire thing and the back. And then I'm just gonna turn it over to sew the lining to the upper fabric. And then I'll be finally done with this. Yeah. Lining? Really? Lining. With an invisible zipper, no less. Lining with an invisible zipper, and I said, sure, I can do it. I can't do it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not doing very well. So, let me show you. Here is how I'm attaching the lining, and I'll explain why I'm doing it so weirdly. I attached the zipper and I also top stitched everything, and now everything is stuck in a weird way And this is the only way. Look at this mess. Look at this mess of a mess. I'm gonna attach as much as I can over here, and then I'll turn it over and see if I can do it on the other side, and basically hope for the best. But I'm not hopeful. Look at this mess. It's ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do it like this. I don't know what I'm doing. Also, this is stitched wrong. I'm not going to fix it now because it's too late. Well, good luck to everyone involved. And if this turns out to be a top and someone actually wears it, wow. All I got to say.
What I said about the lining yesterday. Yeah, it's been a day. I just undid the zipper and I sewed the lining at the bottom, and then I left a little bit of room here, like at the edges, so that I can sew on the zipper. The zipper that I initially sewed on to this is broken. I ruined it. And I cried and I screamed and it was fun. But my system for when things like that happen, and they will happen in the future because sewing is hard for me, is to just leave it as it is and come back to it after sleeping with fresh eyes and hope to get better results. So what I'm going to do now is try to sew on this zipper. This is not an invisible zipper. This is the only zipper I had that was almost at the right length for this, and I hope this will work. I feel like after I'm done with this top and I make the skirt's gonna take me like 2 minutes. And I'll be like, wow, this was easy. Because knit fabric is just better. It's the future. It's the present. It doesn't require zippers. And that's it. I made another mistake because of course I did. Why would I read the instructions? Well, in my defense, the instructions are so bad. Reading them doesn't really help. But if I did read the instructions, I'd know that you need a separating zipper, because otherwise you won't be able to fit into this. You can't get in and out of it. Also, I forgot to put interfacing. Oh, I'm so bad at this. But I can't put interfacing on, the sleeve. I don't think, like the armholes, I don't think it needs that much interfacing because I did do the top stitch and it kind of gives it nice structure and makes it nice and flat and strong. Basically, the only place that needs interfacing is these bottom straps over here, and I can just unpick it and put the interfacing on and then sew it back. I'm just gonna get the zipper some other day. I can't take this top anymore. I want to burn it. I want to put it in a pile and light a match and just, that's what I want to do to it. Or tear it up with my bare hands. One of the two. I'm going to try and make it to the end. So I need to finish this. I need to finish this because I don't know. Is this going to help my self-esteem in some way? Because I really shouldn't base my self-esteem on stuff I make, because sometimes you make stuff and it doesn't come out good. That's just not a good method to have.
So now that I got the right kind of zipper, I just attached it to one side and to the other side. Made sure to fold the lining over it on the other side, and I'm just going to top stitch over here and Then all that's left is to close it at the bottom. Wish me luck. It's almost over. There's almost no chance this is going to end up looking good. But if I finish it, I'm going to consider that an achievement. So, cross my fingers. So at this point, I started working on the skirt, and just like I predicted before, it took a lot less time. It was a lot easier, and it was actually kind of fun. So I cleared out the desk, and I went on to cut the fabric. Here I am cutting the fabric. La 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 la. Pretty straightforward. Don't have any fabric weights, so I'm using candles. And here I'm out of focus and almost out of frame, cutting the waistband. This skirt had two fabrics because it had one fabric that was see-through. So I had to add another fabric underneath it. This is the underneath fabric that I'm cutting here. And later on, you'll see me cutting the see-through, transparent, lucid, whatever fabric. And yeah, just pretty straightforward. Ironing the waistband, attaching it out of the frame because who cares, you know, whatever. It's not like we're filming a video here. You know what I need when I'm stressing over a project and I don't feel like doing it anymore? A deadline. So this is what I have today. 2 friends are coming over. One of them is the friend that I'm making the skirt and the top for. And the other one, I bought her a present because it was her birthday recently. And I'm making her a little painting. I already made the pencil drawing, and I'm gonna add some watercolor in the background because I'm not that good at watercolor. Not that I'm good at pencil drawing, because I'm not practiced. I haven't practiced in a while. I'm gonna change that. But I have less than 8 hours to finish the top, finish the skirt, finish the painting, wrap up the gifts, and make my house presentable for guests. Let's see how I do. I have a plan though. I'm gonna give myself half an hour for each task. And not that each task requires half an hour. Some tasks require more time and some less. But if I give myself half an hour and then I have to move on to another task, this way there's more of a chance that I'll get most things almost done, maybe done enough, not in my perfectionist way that I like to do things, but in a good enough way. And yeah, there's more chance of that. So first things first, I'm gonna try and finish the top. Give myself half an hour. Let's do this. Okay, I'm technically done. The zipper looks terrible, just terrible, but it's attached, and that's what we have. And it looks pretty symmetrical. Yeah, I hope it's gonna fit, but if it doesn't, I don't care. I did it till the end. And that's what matters. And now we're back on the skirt. I'm attaching the waistband to 2 layers of fabric. One that is kind of like the lining, and the other that is transparent, kind of sequency. I don't know if you can see it on camera because I'm terrible at pointing the camera at what actually needs to be seen. Here you can see the waistband was attached, and now I can move on to making the painting. Well, I'm basically just adding some watercolor flowers in the background. I made this painting, well, just drawing of my friend, and she was standing in a garden. So that was a pretty picture of her. And Yeah, it's kind of a tradition. This was 3 years ago, by the way. I'm making this voiceover 3 years later for reasons. And here I am, folding the clothes, and here she is, wearing the outfit, and it looks good. Yay, we made it! It was not easy, but the last day of making it, I got it all together, and I managed to get the important things done. I had a plan. I needed to make the top, I needed to make the skirt, I needed to make some paintings to add to the gifts, because I always add a little painting to gifts because I can paint and I never do things on time. So I feel like I should give a little thing extra, a little something extra, and that's what I know how to do. Sometimes I need to compensate for not being, functional adult. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's okay that I'm not functional. Maybe these past years have been so hard that I should give myself a little credit for, being alive. Basically, being alive. I'm alive. Good job. I didn't make it everything I was planning to do, which is usually what happens, because when I make a plan to do more things than there's time to do. maybe not more things than there's time to do if you're a normal person with a normal work pace, which I am not. And also I lose motivation midway, so I need to take breaks often. I didn't have time to clean up. I didn't have time to put everything in its place. So the place looks fine, I think. I don't know. Maybe it looks terrible and they don't tell me. That's an option. That's a possibility. But it looked fine. It looked good enough. And that's fine. That's good enough. And also, I didn't manage to, wash the floor. That's the one thing I wanted to do. But then I thought, I'm inviting people over and they're gonna eat. So maybe we don't need to wash the floor before they come over. Maybe we should wash the floor after they leave, which I also didn't do because I don't like to wash the floor. I'll do it this weekend, probably. If I can gather all my motivation and, just apply myself, I can do it. I mean, I can do it. I just don't really feel like doing it. Yes. But I did the important things. Also, I wanted to package it nicely and maybe film the packaging, because I know people like to watch packaging things because it's nice and it's soothing and it's pretty. Didn't have time to do that, so I didn't do that. But they got their presents. They got their little paintings with the presents. They really liked the paintings, which is nice. And the outfit fit her perfectly. So that's it. That was me making it not on time, but almost on time. And next time we'll do better or something. I don't know. If you're here still and you're still watching, wow. That's all I have to say to you.